Hello, welcome to the Civil War News. Would you mind if I ask you a couple of questions, Mr. Lee, maybe about your lifetime?
Hello everyone, it's a pleasure of you interviewing me. And sure, ask us some questions.
So where are you from, Mr. Lee?
I am from the Old Dominion State, aka Virginia. I was born and raised in Stanford Hall, Virginia. It was in the late cold month of January on the 19th, 1807.
Oh, that's very interesting. So you're from Virginia. How old were you when you entered the Army? Was it scary? Was it as bad as it sounds? Were you ever maybe traumatized?
Well, my dad was a colonel, and I wanted to follow after his footsteps. And it turned out that I was a great colonel and general for the Confederate Army. It was really bad. I never want to go back to that time again. It was awful, so much blood, so much dead bodies, a lot of screams and yells. I wasn't that traumatized. I just hated seeing all the destruction that happened.
So, why did you have such aggressive tactics in the war? And was the Civil War worse than the Mexican-American War?
You see, when I was about 11 years old, my father taught me a lot of ways and plans and lots of strategies of war. He mainly taught me all the things he knew, so that resulted as a good thing, because I was one of the best colonels and generals in the North and South. Definitely the Civil War, it was so much different than the Mexican-American War, because there was a lot of more action that happened, a lot of people were injured or dead.
Would you rather be in the Civil or Mexican-American War based on strategies and plans you had to make? What the Civil War hard and frustrating?
Well, that's a really good question because I had some very good plans and strategies that helped both my armies a lot. But due to the fact that my army lost against the Union Army, I would say I felt better about the Mexican-American War. Never was it hard for me, but we had less troops and not that much medics that could have helped my troops in the war.
Did you like being in the war or not?
Of course not. I hate killing people. But if it's fighting for freedom or a good reason, I will fight.
Did you ever have any children or did you get married?
I was married twice, but my second wife was amazing. Her name is Ann Hill Carter. Nope, I wanted to have children, but due to all the wars, I didn't know what I would do if I had one.
Before you were a general, what was your job or what did you do for a living?
Well, my father owned a farm and he grew tobacco, so I guess you could say I was a farmer on my father's farm.
Did you ever have a nickname instead of just Robert E. Lee?
No, I did not. But my middle name is Edward, and I didn't want it all. I didn't want it to be long, so now it's just Robert E. Lee.
How old were you when you died?
I was about 63 years old, and I died in 1870 in Lexington, Virginia.
Were you a colonel or a general in war?
Good question. You see, I was kind of both, but a little more of a general. I had to take my army to war and one for freedom and for the slaves.
Were you born into a rich or a poor family?
Well, my family was very rich. We had lots of food and clothes and extra things we wanted. When I left my family to go to war, my father gave me a small loan of $15,000. But I have to go and we are out of time. Until next time, thank you, Bob.